So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone, the excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. Doué. That's a good run down the left. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chance here to counter. Looking to play him in, and he plays one through. He's got away. That is lovely. Mendes, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Saliba deals with that comfortably.
Rafinha clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game? And the finish! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. Punched away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Doué finding himself in space. There's the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Reinders. Pedri does well to get it back. Now it's Pedri. Now it's Kane. Great vision. Mendes providing an outlet on that flank. Courtois deals with that nice and simple. Rafinha. Vietnam are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And it's Fernandes. And here's Doué. And here's Alvarez. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Vietnam do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
That's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up.
Chance for a shot! That's another chance! Well, they've got plenty back, they can deal with that. Reinders, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Fernandes. Alvarez, driving forwards. And it's made its way to him. Manchester United have reclaimed it. Reinders cuts a frustrated figure right now, he just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Mbappe! Oh, that's well done, really robust. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Kane, Nuno Mendes, Olise. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Doué. Well, that has not gone well. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Kane was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, terrible pass. Alvarez! Magnificent from Alvarez! About as smooth as it gets. And on the... And that is indeed the final act. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Vietnam coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substitutions taking place.
The second period is on the way.
Vietnam really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. And again, they're pressing effectively.
Kane. So what can they make of this? He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Tchouaméni. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
An instinctive delivery. And it's in! They are right back in business!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Saliba. Marquinhos. That has been slung wide. Now, can he find a finish? Good ball, good take. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. And this is Kane. Pedri, look at the... tries a shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now it's Alvarez. Is there any... goes for a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Manchester United certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. So we have movement on both benches.
Number 25, Nuno Mendes. Number 7, Olise.
Tchouaméni.
Number 21, Dembele. Coming on the field, number 6.
That is a brilliant interception.
Shaw. Number 5.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there. Shot a goal!
Substitution.
Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Manchester United really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Vietnam do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Mbappe needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Mbappe in acres of space out wide. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Corner number 4 coming up here. And here's Mbappe. Shoots! That's going to go a long way. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Vinicius Junior. Now that looks a decent ball. Lobbed in behind.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Out towards the flank. And here's Yamal. Knocks it out wide.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Mbappe. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Stood up well to him there. Played into space. He's in plenty of space here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Manchester United needed that, they really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Oh, that's fabulous. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Desperate defending required here.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Pedri. Number 2, Chouameni. Number 23, Pedro Porro. Coming on the field, number 13, Çalhanoğlu. Number 38, Gravenberch. Number 14, Hakimi.
He's on it, can he get away?
Substitution in progress.
Yamal.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Rodri, win. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. So, that was the second half.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So, no winner at full time. We will be going the distance.
Quick reminder today, please have your entry tickets at hand as it's time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, William Saliba.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still.
Halsen, substitution.
And he's managed to get free. Opts to play it back. Over to the right flank. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space.
Chance, surely! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Vietnam with the lead. Rodri. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Howson. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lofted in. Oh, good climb! And that really should have been that.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. Pinches it off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Haaland. Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind.
So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break.
Reminder today, everybody, to make sure
So both parties have given everything to this point in extra time. 15 minutes remain, and they have to turn their efforts to those minutes very soon. Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Referee has just said play on. And that interception was most necessary. Rice. And the shot! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Threads one in. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's neat. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Looking for options for movement. Bellingham! And another try! A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Quality ball. Vinicius Junior is onto this.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's having a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. A probing pass. That's beautifully weighted. Now, this could be a chance. Aimed beyond the defence. Tries to play it through. Rice. And that's been intercepted. So there you have it, penalties. Well, Jim, what say you after all of this?
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a gruelling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
Will be removed. Thank you very
so
much
it all comes down to this, the ultimate test of mettle and mentality from the spot. So the calm before the storm. Kane is over the first kick. And he duly obliges.
That's the example they will want to follow.
Haaland pondering where to put it. No! Denied remarkably! That is how you answer the call.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
Vietnam are putting real pressure on here if they put this away. Up by 2. The lead now is 2.
A great position now, but still work to be done.
Manchester United really cannot miss this. Made it look easy.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
This to double their advantage. No, he's hit it right at the goalkeeper.
Well, that's about as tame as they come, Peter. Couldn't have been any easier for the keeper.
Rice is the third man to step forward. Oh, he's managed to get it through the keeper.
Well, any penalty converted is a good penalty, so he did his bit there.
Yamal is fourth up. And he puts it away.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Vinicius Junior is the fourth man to step up. Never in doubt. We're tied at 3 each. Bellingham with the last of the first 5 penalties.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
This to stay in it. What poise, what noise, and the drama continues. A huge pressure penalty, reserved only for the bravest of men. No, he clatters the post!
Oh, that's unlucky. Got almost everything right. Everyone here are holding their breath.
And that is the end of that.
Oh, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. We're all sweating here.
Vietnam. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Driving on and making good progress. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And he cuts out the supply. Rafinha, great defending, strong and determined. Hakimi. Doué proves just a little bit too strong. And it's Zaire Emery. Olise did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's got away. Saliba defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Haaland! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that has been cleared. Saliba. Lovely feet.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Ambitious ball here. Vietnam have got it back and they'll have another go. Still goalless. And it's Hernandez. He's picked his way through. Big chance! It's hit the upright.
OK, it didn't come off, but it was clever. A nice little dummy.
That has sent him sprawling. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Chouameni. Vietnam
really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Now it's Rafinha. Bellingham. And he plays one through. Real chance! Goal! Manchester United! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Olise. Now, can they get him away? And he's straight offside. Romero. Oh, what has happened here? He has found the way through. Mbappe. And claimed it back swiftly. Olise. That's tidy. And the shot! Same again, same outcome.
Vietnam really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Chouameni.
Vietnam certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And it's Bellingham. Short changes him with that pass. And they can counter here. Now it's Haaland. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's nice. Long ball upfield. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Zaire Emery.
There will be 1
Chouameni.
minute added time.
Bellingham. And he's got away, goes for a shot! Dembele. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Vietnam trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitutions taking place.
So we're off again.
Vietnam really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Nicely shaped ball. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Haaland. Takes a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he finish? Brilliant from Pedri! A finish of true class! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And the shot! Mendes clears without hesitation. Now it's Haaland. Almost an hour gone. Now it's Alvarez. Oh, that's a fine interception. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bellingham, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Aimed beyond the defence. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
He's had it taken off him. Hernandez. Can he get it through? Doué in acres of space out wide. Chance for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Substitution on the field, number 7, Olise.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Number 14.
It's a good run, this.
Hakimi.
One that is high in energy.
Number 16.
Rice.
Rodri.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning.
Number
So good
5.
from him.
Bellingham. Number 11, Yamal. Number 6, Shaw. Number 23.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Substitution in progress.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Shifted it to the flank. Nice control. Nice interception, well timed. Time is running out here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Shaw knocks it into space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Vietnam really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Zaire Emery. Nicely weighted ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
There will be
This is the time you need that
time.
pace.
Deep into stoppage time. And that was asking for too much. And that's it. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margin. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Oh, good climb! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
He's picked his way through. Pedri. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rafinha providing an outlet on that flank. He's had a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Vietnam are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Reinders. Zaire Emery, spread to the right. Terrific effort!
Clicked with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
He's a sharp little ball here. Over to the right flank. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Hakimi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Oh no, what has happened here? Good ball, good take. Hernandez is there and he can get that clear. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he cuts out the supply. Haaland. Tchouaméni. Well timed, excellent interception. Now, can they get him away? And here's Alvarez, driving through the middle. Manchester United have a free kick.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
And it's Tchouaméni. This might spell danger. Zaire Emery finding himself in space. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Mendes defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Reinders is onto this. Cross goes in there. Rodri can get it clear. Fernandez. And here's Reinders. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Romero cuts out the pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Vietnam
really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
And here's Haaland. Haaland! And that's a tidy finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, such a clever touch. It's a good-looking delivery.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. It's gone out for a throw-in. Saliba sends it crossfield. Looking to play him in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off. It wasn't the best decision.
Time.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Zaire Emery is wide and looking to get onto this. This looks promising. Decent chance! It's hit the upright. That is good strength. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. So straight into the second half. And a chance! It's a loose ball.
OK, it didn't come off, but it was clever. A nice little dummy.
Rodri. He's looking wide. Showing good feet. He's found a way through. Crosses it in here. And he gets rid in a hurry. And he's chosen to go back. Doué does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Looking for options for movement. Chance, surely! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Tchouaméni. And it's Fernandes. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. It's not an especially good pass, that. Hernandez.
There they go, hunting again.
Doué. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. They've got to make this nice and quick.
And the pass is intercepted. Mbappe currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Fernandes does really well there, he is strong. Now that looks a decent ball. Doué wants to run onto this. Oh, well played, he needed to get that right. Well, that is good, super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Doué gets into a good position. There's the shot! It's run loose, who's going to get... Oh, he's been caught napping! And it's Reinders. Distributed tidily. That's very neat. Mendes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Aimed beyond the defence. Manchester United have it back and can go again. Real chance! And that is well cleared. Mbappe going forward. He's shifting through the gears here. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Olise looking to play it into the box.
Substitution on the field.
So he's
Number
plotting
25.
something before playing it in.
Nuno Mendes. Number 14, Hakimi. Number 16, Rodri.
Now it's Chouameni.
Number 20,
Odegaard.
Pedri.
Lovely feet.
Chance! Coming on the field.
Oh no,
Number 6,
that could be a costly miss.
Odegaard
Number
fully
23,
appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Number 13,
Well, height could make all the difference
Calhanoglu.
on these set
Number
pieces.
17, Odegaard. Substitution in progress.
Good challenge, excellent challenge.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Alvarez. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Played into space. Dink through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal.
Towering header! And there's a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Played out to the left flank. That's an excellent interception.
Vietnam really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Shaw. Now it's Haaland. Shaw. He is through here. Oh, sweet feet. Pinches it off him.
2 minutes has been indicated.
And that's a throw-in. That is great defending, so alert. It's a pretty loose pass. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. And that's that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
We're up and running then. Haaland! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Saliba plays it long. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and the speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Fernandes. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of...
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Probing pass.
That's beautifully weighted.
Oh, no joy this time. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Vietnam clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Bellingham. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Hernandez.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He won't be happy with that one. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And that's a...
He's having a shot! And a neat finish! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right.
Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Pedri really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That looks a cracking ball. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Olise.
Vietnam are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the...
And the finish! Goal! Manchester United! Into the lead once more. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Tchouaméni played into space, think through. He's found a way through.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Alvarez. Alvarez is fouled. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Well read, nice interception. Fernandez. Nicely weighted ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Stood up well to him there. Doué. Bellingham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hakimi gets across to intercept that. Rodri. Nicely aimed pass.
Has been indicated.
And here's Alvarez. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rodri. And for the first half, that is that. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So straight into the second half.
Vietnam can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And here's Haaland. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's an imaginative pass. It's not an especially good pass, that. Vietnam needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That has been slung wide. Oh, strongly challenged there. Can he spark a counter here? Vietnam really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Now it's Doué. Olise.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mbappe looking to receive it in space. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Looking for the run. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's got away. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Vietnam have it back and can go again. He's under a lot of pressure there. Now it's Alvarez. Mendes gets over and intercepts. Bellingham, decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution on the field. Number 25, Nuno Mendes. Number 14, Hakimi. Number 16, Rodri. Number 20.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Number 7.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Coming on the field. Number 6. Shaw.
Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
13, Çalhanoğlu. Number 21, Dembele.
Howson.
Substitution in progress.
Haaland. Doué. Spread it left. Space for him to turn and look. No way through, so back it comes. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, how's that for a goal? About as smooth as it gets. And there's the goal they've been looking for. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
Manchester United go up by 2 and are looking good.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
It's Dembele! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Great chance! And how did he not put that away? And he's gone long. Oh, can he get onto this? This looks promising. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he shoots! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2, then. Rice herring after the ball here. Doué! Superb from Doué! A finish of true class! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well.
Oh, that is asking for trouble.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And he's got away from it. Real chance here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Dembele. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And time is up. A tale of 2 teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.